Namaskar and welcome. India has been able to handle the COVID 19 pandemic reasonably well. And the big success story for India's handling of the COVID 19 pandemic has been the vaccine success story, which sometimes I call the vaccine yarn. We've heard about Gaganyaan, Chandrayaan, Mangalyaan, but vaccine yarn is really something which has made India very proud. And I have with me Dr. Krishna Ella, the chairman of Bharat Biotech, the company which gave us our indigenous COVID 19 vaccine, Covaxin. And for open disclosure, I had Covaxin and I survived the COVID 19 pandemic thanks to Covaxin, AIMS, and yoga. Today we talk all about the journey of Covaxin, nasal vaccine, and the future of vaccines in India. Dr. Ella, let's start with the most important thing which is people want to know about. What is the status of the nasal vaccine? Because that is what people want. They don't want a jab, they want a simple nasal drop as a vaccine against not just COVID but others.
I think we're just waiting for batches to produce, get the Kasoli approval. There are some more formalities are required. So we're going through that process, and I should be there soon.
How soon can we expect that? How soon can Pallav take a nasal vaccine?
It should be definitely by next month.
Wonderful. Tell me a little bit about what is the importance of the nasal vaccine against COVID 19 or SARS CoV 2 virus, and what is its name, and how will it benefit not just India but the world?
See, the COVID is a respiratory pathogen. It goes through nose or mouth, whatever it is. And what you would like to have is typically a mucosal. Mucosal means like intestine, nose, your throat, all the skin is there. It is called as mucosal. And that area, if you make them to produce immune response, and when virus enters, you get attacked right there. And the IgA, we call IgA response, A for apple, IgA response, and supposed to be the best response. And so we have to see how it spans out the bigger game and all that. So we have tried, I think probably we are the world's first nasal vaccine. So we are studying a lot of things in all aspects of it. And I think it's one of the best platform technology we put him in the picture now into the world. And any pandemic we can play around the game.
Why didn't you give us nasal vaccine before a jab for Covaxin? That would have been so much easier to deliver.
I mean, the science was not proven, and that time, we can't take a risk of unproven technology to try it out. So the best thing is to go with the established technology, try it out, and then bring this one. That's what we did now.
Now, tell me a little bit about the partners for the nasal vaccine and how many trials you did and what kind of results has it given? What is its efficacy?
I mean, we have done two phase 1 trials and phase 2 and phase 3. Both phase 3 also we've done heterologous and booster dose. All the trials we've done. I think it's touching around 5,500 or 5,800 people, total clinical trial sample size. We have not done truly efficacy because we didn't have COVID attack in this country. Not many people are unvaccinated in the country, so we couldn't do the efficacy. But we've done superiority over other vaccines. That is proven, and that we established that one.
And how superior?
It's definitely superior on IgG and T cell response, but IgA, which is not produced by other vaccines. So if you look at it, all three responses are produced by nasal, whereas injectable only two, IgG and T cell response. Whereas this also produces, other than two, it also produces third response, IgA. So it's definitely superior.
So all one needs to do is put some drops in the nose, or does it also in the throat? How does one administer it?
When we usually people use a spray 0.5 ml and all that. That's a flu vaccine has been done. But we looked at it, if you're making a 0.5 ml, it has to be a single dose. Again, a plastic pre-disposable syringe and all that. So that gets complicated globally. I mean, disposable, so much and all that. So we said, let's find an alternative. We'll make a drop. Like we did a rotavirus drop. We are the first one in the world to make a rotavirus as a drop. Others, they pour it. Yes. But ours, we were the only drop concept, polio-like drop. So we said, okay, let's make it a drops. So we did a phase 1 in a different doses, different dilution, and different concentration, and also different volume and all that. We finally figured out 4 small drops in the nose, 4 nasal, 4 other side, 8 drops in the nose. But it's a 2.05 microliter, 0.05 ml, almost 50 microliters each nose, each drop. It's a very small quantity. So you put that, massage it so that it goes inside. It doesn't come out anywhere. If you pour more, it comes out. So we made a small droplet like that so that it goes inside very well. And then absolutely no side effects that we have seen in out of this 5,000 people. We have not seen any serious adverse reaction, not even fever, some of them, nothing was there. So I think it proved the safety and adverse reaction so far. And so let's see how it's going to perform in the field.
Now, is 5,000 the largest number of a trial done for any COVID vaccine, or is there some larger? Because Covaxin also had numbers in thousands, and that was at that time one of the larger ones.
No, I think Covaxin has done 26,800 people clinical trial, and this is probably the second largest country in the world after US. India is the largest clinical trial. I think UK also has not done so many patients on a phase 3 efficacy. We are the second largest country in the world to do the efficacy at that number of 26,000. Whereas US, 2 companies have done similar trial, but after US, India is the only one. And I think we have done extremely well in that efficacy trial. And then we compare our nasal vaccine in COVAX over the Covaxin. So you have a data of 26,000 people here, and you have 5,000, seeing the difference between the two. That's why we call non-inferior clinical trial.
And how many doses does one need of the nasal vaccine?
No, we're recommending as a booster dose right now because everybody has taken a vaccine. A single dose, a nasal will be all right.
And can that be a platform for other newer vaccines?
We really do not know how it's going to perform, honestly. So each virus is different. Unless you test it, you prove it. We see, usually the respiratory pathogen, the best is a mucosa. But will it work for other? I do not know. But I think we need to do clinical trial. Unless we do that, we will not be able to tell.
Are there some in the pipeline for other nasal disease vaccines for other diseases in the nasal form?
We are not thinking at this time right now, but certainly it's possible to do some pandemic vaccines. Some of the pandemic vaccines, keep it ready, the game. And that we need to think about it.
You had a partner in this. How was your experience with the partner, and what was their role?
And our partner is the Washington University, St. Louis, and they have done animal challenge studies and all that. But in all other things, we have done everything. Entire formulation, manufacturing, clinical trial, everything was done by us. And thanks to the Department of Biotechnology, they gave funding for all our clinical trial. So with the BIRAC funding, we were able to do a lot of clinical trial, 2 phase 1s, phase 2, phase 3, all the trial, and heterologous, homologous, all those clinical trial, various angle of clinical trial, we've done that.
You're happy with the nasal vaccine?
I'm happy, but what I'm saying is I'm really happy, but I think, there's no demand right now for a vaccine. So we have to see how it is going to span out. It's not that we want people to be sick. Okay? I'm happy country is free from the COVID. It's not that I'm a businessman trying to make money. No, it's not my game. But I'm happy the country is free from the issues right now. And we don't sell, doesn't matter for us. But we have a ready vaccine. Suppose a new variant comes, I can plug in with that one and immediately launch in 45 days a new nasal with protecting against the new variant also. I can do that. So the platform gives that flexibility to do it quickly.
So this is Dr. Ella with the heart in the right place and not the businessman Dr. Ella. Is that right?
I'm a science. I'm a science, and I want India to be innovative. And I'm a passionate about science. I mean, a Covaxin has shown, a 7 or 8 Lancet publication, 3 Nature publication, and all a lot of eye science, clinical infectious disease, Journal of Infectious Disease, the best of the journal in the world. We published. It's shown that India can do a good science and good clinical trial.
Thanks a lot for watching. This is Pallav Bagla from Bhopal. Pleasure speaking to you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Namaskar. Thanks a lot. Always a pleasure speaking to you. There's so much to learn from your simplicity. Thank you.
Thank you.